What is up, you shifts? So today I'm gonna go visit my brother, and I'm gonna go see my cousin as well, and we're gonna meet in Connecticut. And I gotta say, one of the things that I really enjoy about going to see my brother, other than the obvious for me, which is absolutely getting to see him, and then also my cousins joining us out in Connecticut, I really like getting on the Merritt Parkway. If any of you are familiar with the Merritt Parkway, if you're up like in the northeastern part of the US, it's really nice. It can be a hit or miss, to be honest, in terms of traffic. So like if there is a day where there's traffic, it is brutal. It is absolutely brutal, and it's just annoying. It's just inconvenient because there's only 2 lanes, and it gets pretty hectic on there too. So because of the 2 lanes, it gets backed up really, really easily, and it can easily take like, you know, maybe an hour trip and turn it into wherever you're going in Connecticut, I should say. They can easily turn an hour trip into like 3 hours because of how bad it gets. But today I'm hoping it's not too bad. It's the middle of the day. It's around 1 o'clock right now on a Saturday, and I'm just traveling through, and I just really like going through the Merritt Parkway because of how scenic it is. I'm going to enjoy this, and I want you guys to just take a look at the Merritt Parkway. If you've never been on it, here's like a little sneak peek of it, and just how beautiful it really is. Even though it's still a little cold out here, and there's not as many, you know, leaves on the trees, it's still so nice, especially for motorcyclists. It's just a bunch of twists and turns. But I will say it does get dangerous because, as you can see on the road, there's a bunch of holes and a bunch of cracks, and like, you know, little of those black chicken strips is what we, you know, call them in the motorcycle community, or those strips right there on the ground. So it does get a bit dangerous, and if you're not paying attention, people will swerve all over the place. And, you know, some people kind of take it as a racetrack some days, and they just start zipping through without a care in the world. But just sit back, enjoy it. I want you guys to see it through my eyes, and just take all the twists and turns with me. And if you ever get a chance to pass through Connecticut and you can take the Merritt Parkway, I'd suggest it. I apologize ahead of time if you hit traffic, because then you won't really get to fully enjoy it. But if you don't hit traffic, well, you're in luck, because it is really nice to ride through. And just be mindful of the road, the conditions, the weather. It is a lot colder out here too in Connecticut than it feels in New Jersey, or even than it feels in Massachusetts. And that's weird to say because Massachusetts is more up north. So for me, being in Connecticut, specifically through the Merritt Parkway, it always just feels colder, and I don't know why. But aside from that, back to the point, enjoy the ride.
Finally waking up inside a void where I can hear the noise of someone similar to you. I'm still a little tired, but I can try to muster up a kind of style that in a way would calm the room. But you can't point me out when I am down and feeling like a pawn inside a game where I don't know the rules. Oh, we're making love and carving out a different road to take away, but I will never make you choose. Try to talk yourself into a kind of space where you can start to feel the ground. Trying to find a face where you can place a version of yourself you thought that you'd be living downtown. And all your friends are making money, feel like you're not even making sense. All you can do is find some restless souls to lay your head and try to mend. other street.
Huh. What I should do is a segment on the Merritt Parkway. If I'm going to show this and introduce it, I should definitely talk about like the history and put it in like, you know, a little text at the bottom of the screen as people are watching this. So, okay. That'd be really nice. Like put little text at the bottom so people, when they watch this, they can see some of the history. And it could just be like a quiet, like a silent video. Obviously, I won't be able to have the audio from, you know, ASMR purposes in terms of the engine, but it is what it is. I introduced the idea, so I'll do that. I'll put text at the bottom to let people know about the history of the Merritt Parkway and how it was created. And that'll go in my allow me to be your tour guide folder for ShiftNSmiles. Boom, got it. Marked.